What's up, guys? We're here today with classy Alfie Clegg, just after he's won his lovely silver and goldware, as you can see over here. And we're going to tell you a bit about that and all about, what's going on. So enjoy.
Enjoy. Thanks for having me on, guys, as always. I appreciate you. Appreciate you taking your time to have me on here today.
It's our pleasure, Alfie. We can't wait to get stuck in, man.
Good. I'm looking forward to it.
Yo, so tell me about the event that's going on, because I can't wait to actually be there in attendance.
Dean's event,
Yeah.
So we're Dean does these galas. He's got a gala, a black box gala.
Sick.
He's putting on an event which is like a little party, summer party.
That's what we all need, don't we?
All beige wear, shorts, t-shirt, stuff like that. So, but because I've won my belts, we're doing a celebrate with a champ. Come down and celebrate with me as well. So it's going to be a table. We're going to have drinks, food, good vibes. It's going to be a great night. It's going to be a good night.
Listen, well, how do you really like celebrating these fights? Tell us.
Do you know what? I've not even celebrated yet. The only thing I've been doing is eating a load of crap. That's what I've been doing.
In a weird way, that's like a perfect celebration.
I know. So all I've been doing, I've been laying in bed till stupid o'clock, eating stupid food.
What's one of your favourite go-tos? I got addicted to this P.F. Chang's.
What are they?
P.F. Chang's is I think it's an American Chinese restaurant. Okay. But they've got a site out here and they're like got this couple famous little dishes. I personally go for the Mongolian beef and the dynamite shrimp rolls.
Lovely. Now, so me, I'm a chocolate, I'm a sweet person. So straight after my fight, the first thing I done, I had a pizza, a little bit of pizza, and then I went, I was eating Krispy Kremes at 4 in the morning.
No way.
I was eating so much food, but I enjoy it. After this, we're going straight to Burger and Lobster.
Jokes.
Get
good one. Do you get the lobster roll or do you do surf and turf?
Yeah, lobster roll is the one. I love the lobster roll. I used to get the surf and turf, but I love the lobster roll.
Surf and turf is epic, by the way. There's not enough places in the UK that does it.
Yeah,
it's true. Maybe the cost of lobsters or something is through the roof or something.
I know, it's crazy.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Tell me about some of the, remember, we were chatting last week, we were talking about some of the things that you even mentioned to me. You had a dark time in your life where you sort of were being held back by some vices, I think drinking and a bit of smoking and stuff like that. Tell me about how does that play in your life nowadays? Have you kicked any habits that you had that were out of balance?
Obviously, like I said, my life's sort of been 3 stages. It's been from I was a normal kid to a kid who got bullied, didn't leave my house, would not leave to do anything. The only place I would leave is to go to the boxing gym. So that's from 11 to 14, 15. I was living the life of a boxer, training, fighting in front of hundreds of people, but I wouldn't leave to go down the road with my mum. I was scared to leave the house other than the boxing gym. I got bullied and I'd had severe panic attacks and severe anxiety attacks. I then got diagnosed with autism, so we sort of understood the reason behind it all. And then from there, I won like the Surrey ABAs, I won certain things, and people who weren't really my friends started contacting me saying, come to parties, come to this. I started thinking I was the man, thinking, okay, people want to know me again, I'm not I'm popular again, so I started getting invited out, and which was good. It took me back into normal society, going out, having normal friends and doing normal stuff. But that then come with its consequences, which was I stopped boxing from 15. I started smoking. Obviously, I was smoking weed. I was going out drinking.
Weed and hash or just weed?
Just weed and stuff like that. Cool. And then I was drinking, doing drugs, things like that. Not much, but I was, and I was in a dark place. So from 15 to 19. I was really down. I was really down. My mum and dad, they didn't remember. They didn't recognise me. So it was a tough time in my life. But like I said, because I've done it, I've been there, I've done it. I'm now living the dream because I can now influence the next generation. Say, look, I've been there. Kids who are sort of 15, 16, coming from school to my boxing gym are asking me like, getting involved in the wrong stuff, and I'm sort of saying, look, I've been there. The people that you are friends with during this time are not going to be your friends now, later down the line. People that I was going to parties with, drinking, smoking, doing drugs, I don't see any of them. Since I've won these titles, not many of them congratulated me, not many of them have been there to support me, come to any of my fights. So it's like, you do a lot for the wrong people a lot of the time. You entertain the wrong crowd, entertain the wrong people, and that can be a downfall. It's always stay close to the people who are actually there for you.
Well, those people in that scene, they're probably not really looking to see progress make an accomplishment.
When you're smoking and you're drinking and you're doing what they want to do, they're all for you. Because you benefit them. When I come back boxing, I made my debut, and something really real to me. I made my professional debut. And people that I was with all the time, 24/7, some of them didn't even come to my fight. And I was like, I spent hours of my life years of my life for these people, smoking and partying, looking after them, helping them, and yet they had...
A little bit of support would have been amazing.
So it's always, I think, you've got to see who's actually got the best interest for you. I'm trying to influence the next generation and say, don't get distracted by alcohol, don't get distracted by drugs. Do you know what I mean? Sort of, listen, you have to try things. Everyone's their person. Everyone's going to try and go off rails a little bit. But it's about coming back to where you got to be, learning early on. And I'm really trying to influence that with my boxers at the moment. All my amateur boxers, all my teens, adults, I'm really trying to help influence, keep them away from bad.
Or just have good people around you who, in the important times, are going to support you.
100%.
Because it's so important. That meant so much to you to bring you into such a good path in life. And, you know, it makes a difference when you see the people who you were investing your time with, meeting you halfway. Look, I found
100%.
the same thing. Opening a business, you think all those people who were with you when they're like, you know, with the lights were bright and you're having a good, you know, time under the influence and stuff. And most of those people, they don't turn up. They don't want to even put one penny in your till.
100%.
And it's not even the money. It's the support. It's the attitude that you're looking into. And I relate to you on that one big time.
Yeah.
If you wasn't a boxer, what would you be doing?
I think, do you know what? I think I'd probably be in one of these American programs eating because I love food so much. Do you know what I mean?
Diners, drive-ins and dives.
Funny enough, I was learning to be an electrician. So I'd done my level level 1, level 2. The funniest story ever. So I'd done my level 1, done my level 2. Going into my level 3 as an apprentice on my electrician. And I sort of woke up one day and I said to my mum, I said, Mum, and this is when I was fat and I was smoking and I hadn't trained for years. I said, Mum, I said, I'm not doing this no more. I'm giving up. I'm going to go back boxing and I'm going to see what it can do. And she was going crazy. She was like...
What was the calling?
It was just... I lost,
the health?
Yeah, I lost someone close to our family.
Oh.
And then I looked at myself and I thought, like everyone tells me how good I was, how good I could have been. So I looked at my mum, I said, I'm quitting the electrician, 'cause I didn't enjoy it, it was so boring. I said, I'm quitting the electrician, I'm going to just go back full training, I'm going to commit, and I'm going to follow my dreams, and I'm going to go professional. And she went crazy. She said, obviously, she's caring for me and my future. She said, you can't give up a career
that's got security
to go boxing when you haven't boxed in years, you're overweight, you're out of shape, you've been smoking for years, like, how are you going to do it? And do you know what? I did it. Believed in myself, I pushed. They believed and supported me no matter what. I'm not saying that, but
that's really good.
Obviously, it was a scary time, and I sort of just pushed. And then along come sponsors.
Wow.
Along come my debut. Along come my own gym now. Along come good friends, good family, good support. And now I've got 10 sponsors. I've got a boxing gym I run, which I help the youths,
of course,
the adults. I've got a girl who boxes for me, a boy who boxes for me. One's a London champion.
Correct.
One's a national champion.
Correct.
And it's all built from the ground up. So everything I do, I always do with intent. I always want to be the best at anything I do. Boxing, I want to be the best.
Oh, that's wicked.
Running that gym, I want them all to be the best.
Absolutely.
So everything I've always done, I always go full steam ahead. So like I said, when I was in that dark place smoking, I was full steam ahead. I was smoking all the time, do you know what I mean? So like everything I do with intent.
And it seems like you're an all or nothing kind of guy.
All the time, yeah.
Remember how you're telling me how your old man was like able to sort of maybe like mix and match and sort of still continue and have a balance.
No, he was, so that's it. It's about having the balance, learning where you're from.
Knowing thyself as well, isn't it? And it's like the art of war. You got to know yourself. You got to know who's your...
The thing is with me, obviously I'm diagnosed autistic.
Yeah.
So for me, I get attached to things really quick.
Wow.
I get real attached, and if I become obsessed with something, I'll be obsessed with it super quick, and that's my downfall. It's not a downfall. It's a strength as well.
Because I'm sure you wouldn't get all this.
Exactly. So with boxing, when I got back into boxing, I was back addicted. I'm back. Look at me now. Like I've done this in a matter of a couple of years. I'm the IBO Youth World Champion, Commonwealth Silver Champion. I didn't have a amateur pedigree. I had 20 amateur fights, didn't have a big back in, and I've built it all from zero to a massive fan base. Good support, my own gym, which is built out of a shed. It started off in the back of my garden, and we've built this massive career now, which has come from nothing.
Sick.
But like I said, that's down to my autism and being. That's my strength. It's my superpower. I get addicted to things really easy, and I get
gives
obsessed.
you a focus.
100% it does.
You know what I mean? And especially if you start hitting those accomplishments, I can imagine what it does for your confidence and for your belief in yourself, because you've had to put all of that belief in yourself from the day one, you know?
Yes, 100%.
And so that's mad amazing. We're really proud of you, Alfie.
I said to you before, I think, same with you, you're running a business, like, people don't understand. So I'm a smiley person. I'm happy. I'm this, but I've got my downfalls. Not everyone's perfect in life. Sometimes I'm really down, depressed for weeks on end, but no one knows because I've always got a smile and put a front on for social media. Because social media is my go-to platform. I've got to sell tickets. I've got to help the younger generation. I've got to be in the gym helping people, and because people look up to me, I just have to hold it in all the time. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes it does become hard, but like I said, boxing changes lives. Boxing changed my life. It's going to continue changing lives for years and years to come with thousands of people around the world.
Brilliant.
And listen, if I can help as many people as I can, I'm living the dream as it is. My dream as a kid was to be a professional boxer, win some titles, and open up a gym.
Sick.
I'm living a professional boxing career right now. I've won titles, and I'm running a gym at the same time.
Oh wow!
So I can't wait for the next 10 years. I can't wait to open more gyms, do more stuff for the community.
Now it's about almost keeping yourself in balance so you can just continue to do what you're doing.
Yeah, 100%.
You've created this path for yourself, and now it's just keeping the path nice and clean, and especially yourself, enough fuel in your tank. Something that I always struggle with was going so hard and then burning out,
100%.
and then suddenly you don't see me for a couple of days because I've like hit a wall, like you said, and I don't want to give that, impression to people who are like expecting something from me.
Yes, 100%.
But definitely take some time out for yourself. Obviously, you've just had a major fight. Enjoy that food.
I'm gonna enjoy
Book
the food.
a massage. Go to a steam room or whatever you need to do, and then like relaxation. It's so important.
I've had my 4 or 5 days rest. Obviously, we come in, do this nice interview today, and then I'm gonna jump on and hit these bags.
No, that's what I was gonna do. Some with you, man.
Listen, I think, but it's been enjoyable. It was hard, like I said, in this camp I lost my granddad's.
That's right. And what about your ankle as well?
Yeah,
right?
no, it was my hamstring.
That's right.
I pulled my hamstring, done my tendon in my hamstring. My strength and conditioning coach said to me, that's like 10 weeks out of the ring. I said, I ain't got that time. I said, I've not got that time not to be able to train. So that was during camp. Then a few weeks later, I lost my granddad's.
Yeah.
And all this was happening to me, and I was sitting there, and I was sitting in my bed, and I was sitting there thinking, listen, God, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
God won't put you through things which you don't think you can survive. So I believed in it. I believed that I was going to get the win. And even up to the last week, fight week, for 2 or 3 days before, I'm sitting there thinking, like, have I done enough? My leg, I wasn't able to run long enough. I couldn't do nothing with my because of my hamstring.
Yeah.
And obviously, I've been crying quite a lot because of my granddad. Like, am I drained? Am I emotionally there? A couple of people asked me, said, are you sure your mind's in the right place? But I said, do you know what? I said, let's go win this for my granddad. Do you know what I mean? Let's go do this. Because sitting there, when it was hot in that, it was 40 degrees.
It was a heat wave. Yeah.
It was so hot.
And the guy you're fighting, isn't he the Namibian champion?
Yes,
I think Namibia is quite close to the equator.
Yeah, so he's hot.
He's got used to the heat.
I was sitting there, I come back, and it was so hot. And I was winning comfortably, but where it was so hot, you feel tired.
But I could see a lot of experience in the fighter. And when I was watching the fight, by the way, well done. I thought your atmosphere in York Hall, you could feel your support around, and they were really a pleasant, nice, bubbly crowd, you know. Fun night out.
All the kids there running, jumping over,
I love
trying to get in.
They're really cheeky.
I know, they're the best. But this is the thing, boxing, people refer to boxing, going to boxing shows, is drink and fights, arguments. For me, I've got loads of kids running around, loving it, enjoying it, looking up to me. And I had messages that night saying, since he's been home, he's not stopped shadowboxing. He's like, do you know what I mean? The kids are like buzzed seeing their coach go in the ring.
Definitely, because you're still young.
I'm still young, and most coaches they don't get to see that. So they're seeing me. They're like, my coach is a professional boxer. He's in there. He's fighting. He's just done this. I want to do that. So it's a great opportunity for them. It's a great opportunity for me, and we're building as we go. And I think a couple of years' time, we'll have the best gym you'll see.
All 12 rounds was great work. I thought you threw a lot of punches.
10 rounds.
10 rounds, sorry.
Yeah.
But I had to say that you put a good work rate out there.
Yes.
It's comfortably won the fight.
Yeah.
But listen, everything that you do and everything that you've learned, you need to have a nice gym where you could then explain and show
100%.
and instruct and get in the corner sometimes. That's what I was going to ask you, was after this amazing career that you're going to have, is that the main focus and goal, is to be in the gym where you've built it up all the way on? Is it in Guildford?
Guildford, that's correct, yeah.
So yeah, and we're always going to have a little partnership. Whatever
100%.
support that your guys
100%.
are going to need, we're going to be there for
Thank you
you,
so much.
behind you, whatever you need. And is that your main sort of focus, is to start being there, creating a new environment, crafting new fighters, giving
sure.
them sharing some of your wisdom and your experience.
We take kids in. I've had kids come to me for PTs and training and group sessions as young as like 3 and 4.
Whoa.
They're hard work. I've got kids groups with kids running wild, but they're hard work. But I've turned some of them into some amazing boxers. I'm going away in 2 weeks' time with people like Johnny and some of the other amateurs to Wales to go there with Knees and IQ, my club, and go there and train and go there and fight and compete in a box cup. So
sick.
Me, my coaches, I've got big aspirations, big dreams.
Brilliant.
Dreams to reality, like I always say. I'm living the dream as we speak.
You've seen it happen firsthand, so it's the best person to then guide the next generation. And
this is what I'm saying.
I can't wait to see some of the fighters that you're going to bring together, and hopefully we can help them elevate their status and get their story out. That's one thing that I was desperate to sit down with you was I can see from the actual talent that you display in your fight, but there's a lot more deeper than what we see just in the fights.
No, 100%.
I know that, and I've always heard from the whole boxing scene about you and from your manager and Dean White and everything. So it's such an important thing. I feel like I want to try to help you guys and always give you a good platform so we can talk our talk. Get to get the bigger picture over here, and so get more out of it basically, because it's an upcoming sport, and with the help of Turkey Al Sheikh, who's making so much amazing, beautiful things happen.
Get me on there, Turkey. Get me on there.
I was going to ask. I want you to be in that big platform that he's putting on. It's wicked.
Yeah, no.
And it's giving the boxers and the fighters the platform to like become superstars.
100%.
And be like Ronaldo or whoever is all the kids are looking up to, because you're the real deal, and there's so much positivity to come out of that. No, and I think that the best thing that you could do is actually teaching from all your challenges that you've been through the next generation, because they see all these different challenges.
This is what I mean. I think, like I said, it's for the parents, for the kids. I've been there. You can ask me, kids come to me and say I'm getting bullied at school. I can sit down, I can talk with them, I can help them, because I've been bullied. I've not gone to school for years. I had years of not going to school, not leaving the house. I've done that. Then I've been to the point where some of my parents coming to me and saying, my son's being a real pain, he's getting in trouble, he's smoking, he's drinking. I can then talk to them about that, because I've done it. I've been there, I've been a pain, I've been not very a nice person. I've lived in that path as well. I've been in that situation, so I can talk to them and say, look, I've been where you're trying to go now. I've tried being a cool guy, I've smoked, I've done this. I can help them come back into getting away from that and getting away from the wrong crowd, the wrong people. And I can talk to them about boxing, because I'm a professional boxer. I'm living the dream as we speak. Correct. I've had loads of fights now. I've won 2 titles professionally. So I've got a lot of, and for those who come to me from like Guildford College and from like SEND schools who are diagnosed autism, I can help them.
Wow, do you have a program where you plug in?
They just come in and they come in and they want to box some of the autistic children and children with problems, and I help them as best as I can. So
it's amazing.
I try work with as many people as I can. Schools, the college students come down to us. I go do talks in the college, go to talks at my old school. So trying to help. Like I said, I've got loads of different walks, loads of different stories, loads of different paths, but I feel like I'm a real good person to be able to talk to about things, and
definitely you're very easy to talk to,
and
I think you're very open to the fact that giving your time for helping people, and that's such an amazing thing. So thank you so much for that, Alfie. You're the man. I've got a few people that are working in a few lovely charities and stuff like that, and I want to introduce you to them.
That'd be good.
So that they can obviously, when the time is right, get you in or send some people your way,
Yeah, that'd be great. Listen,
it's so good when each person, each soul helps another soul, and give some relief to the parents and stuff like that.
100%.
Because I'm sure you remember how much you were putting your parents through. I put my parents through. But the fact that they patient and help to guide us,
100%.
We're really lucky, and I hope that also you're going to get a family going of your own soon.
I know. Everybody keeps saying to me, when are you going to have a family?
What is your age now?
25.
Yeah, so whenever time you feel right.
Do you know what I always said to myself when I said this? When I come back boxing, I will look to have kids and settle down. Towards the end of my 28, 29, when I won my titles,
and when I
got my world title.
Share your time.
So it's
I can imagine it's very hard for a female to get some extra time from you with all that training, you know?
No, do you know what it is? I've got no time for myself. I'm up at the crack of dawn doing PTs from like 5:30, 6 some morning.
You don't want to break anyone's heart right now.
I go straight to the gym, train. I come back, do PTs. I'm training 3 times a day while running crazy amounts of PTs and group sessions.
Okay.
But like I said, the thing is, I'm always available. People can contact me, ring my phone if they need talk, if they're down or in a pity. I try to do that for people because, like I said, I've always had that through my dad. My dad's always been my mentor because he suffers with bipolar.
Oh, wow.
He's diagnosed autism as well. So I try to be a people's person as best I can. Although sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I can be.
Energy, right?
People can look at me and be like, "You're right. I feel right," but you know, you can show it in your face sometimes. But yeah, listen, it's just keep pushing, keep building, keep trying to achieve, trying to be an inspiration, and like I said, we're living the dream as we go. That's the main thing.
I think I want to thank you for your hard work and your dedication because, look, I've seen it firsthand from yourself, people I work around with, that even though it's tough sometimes on yourself, it really shows results 100%. And it makes things happen in this world. 100%. And that's what we need, you know, people who can get shit done.
No, thank you.
So
thank you
big up, Alfie. I'm so proud of you, brother.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate
really
it.
good to have you down here today.
Thank you.
I appreciate you, bro.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Okie dokie.
Good. Is that good?